Yo, yo,
Yo,
yo,
yo,
yo,
yo,
welcome to the
yo. What's happening,
Multicast.
John?
I'm good, bro. What's happening, at?
What's happening? The multicast is happening, bro. It's happening.
It's
How you
good,
been?
it's good. I'm good. I've been sound, enjoying this weather, beautiful weather, outside on the
Beautiful
beach,
your
been
end as well,
training.
yeah?
Bruv, blue sky, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. How about you?
Oh, UK then. Yeah, it's been down nice these ends as well. Yesterday was really warm. Today was really warm. You know, really getting to that summer feel, seeing everyone all out in
Yeah.
shorts and stuff. Yeah, we're getting the nice summer feels now. It's about time, In such a dark
Oh,
time we're living in at the moment, isn't it?
I know. Just stay sunny. Just stay sunny. I can't stand the
Stay
winter,
sunny,
man.
man. Just pick up the positive vibes. We need that with
Literally.
such the year we've had. But
Oh, man, I wish
obviously
I could
with
live in
dark
this all year round.
exactly. But with dark times like that obviously comes like, dark behaviour and stuff. Of course, obviously
Yeah,
COVID, we've been indoors and
yeah.
stuff, and it kind of leads to the topic I'm talking about today, obviously, like taking friends and family for granted, like I mean,
Yeah,
to the point, I don't think like people do it, intentionally. I mean, sometimes
yeah.
it's just one of those things. Again, you take me for granted and not even
You can get
realize it.
caught up, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's like this weather and stuff. Like we take things for granted, and then when it goes, it's like, oh no, we wish we did
Yeah,
that and stuff like that. It's the same with
yeah.
everything. But
Season.
yeah, no, it's just a matter just to talk about, just in general. I think people, nowadays and stuff, we get so caught up in life and stuff, we forget about the things we do have and focus more on the things we haven't got. I think it's just something worth, mentioning.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I mean, what do you want to start on? I mean, you could.
I mean,
It's little things, isn't it? Or you can start with little things, for instance, like taking your friend for guard, someone who helps you out day and day. Just a nice message. How are you doing? How are you doing, Aaron? How are you doing, Moses? Something like that. Or how are you doing? To your mum, your dad, your brother, sister. Your little things. So sometimes you can feel like, oh, yeah, I'll reply later. You know what I mean? Well, and to the other person, it could be a bit like a massive thing. They care about you loads, and obviously everybody's busy. They got their job. They got this other stuff. They're in like the
exactly.
rat race. Yeah, I call it the rat race, but it's not a rat race. I call it the race, as in like we all have to do better in the life. We always got to get in better, improve in business and stuff like that. But also remember who you are and where you came from.
Yeah, of course.
Stability, you know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
I'm gonna say I can carry on, but I feel like I'm talking a bit too
No,
much
no,
here.
no, no, no. I'm just agreeing with what you're saying. Yeah, no, no. Let you, speak free, man.
Yeah, well,
Flood,
for
flood my ears. I
instance,
love it. I love this.
yeah, okay. For my side, like for instance, like I'm trying to grow my business. When I say business, people think, "Oh, what's he selling?" No, my business is myself as a brand to get fights and stuff. And I feel like you can get carried away in self promotion. Trying to get yourself out there, try to follow other people who is in your same sort of criteria. Whether it is promotions such as MMA promotions or managements or other clubs or other fighters, and you get carried away in this little world, my world anyway, says myself, where you can kind of forget about, your father, your brother, your sister, loved ones, because you get cooked on the grind. And don't get me wrong, it's good to have a certain bit of motivation to grind. Grind is good, but at the same time, it's good to keep in touch with your family, keep good friends and stuff like that. Keep the love going, because that's your fuel. Remember the why. Without the why, it's emptiness. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Without your why, it's emptiness. I've always said that people should know their why when they do things. Why is it you're doing this? Regardless, it could not be family, it could be other stuff, but whatever your why is your fuel. Because we all go through a burnout phase, and if you burn out, and people don't know why they burn out. Some people say, "Oh, it's overtraining, it's this, it's that." Most times, the burnout is because, "Oh, I don't care." Usually, they don't care. It's because they lost their why. You know. If you got the why, some people say child, they've got a child, they think I must do everything I can to make sure my daughter, son, or whatever, that they fight. It gives them the extra fuel. They think of their father. It could be a friend. It could even be like to prove people wrong. It could be it could be literally to say, like, I'm the underdog. It could be so many things. The why, but that's why to stay in contact with your friends, stay in contact with your family, stay in contact with these people, because the more you distance yourself from these people, you lose your why a bit more, because you come across empty people. What's it, empty relationships sort of thing. Like don't get me wrong, it's good to have sparring partners, stuff like that, but usually you just know, look, you got a specialty, I've got a specialty, we're going to help each other in specialty. But yes, you can breed good bonds with them, but sometimes I feel like they're just sparring partners. And that sounds terrible, but they're just sparring partners. Did you get what I'm saying there, bro? Whereas you
Yeah,
got,
no, I see where you're coming from.
you know what I mean? Whereas you got other friends who are more than friends, they're like bros and stuff like that. Like me, you and Moses, or me and Mikey, or me and Craig, me and I'm trying to think who myself. I know you got you and Jay and you Dave, and you got so like, I'm trying to say like stuff like that, and you try to keep in contact with that more. But then at the same time, you had this geezer who can chuck amazing kicks, and he's going to help you a lot. You know, and vice versa. You don't use him because you try to use your techniques to what you can benefit each other, stuff like that. And just I'm just talking about I'm just talking about job wise and talking about work wise. But when it comes to like I said, if you lose that, this is me. I talk on my perspective, but I'm not talking that this is everybody's perspective.
Yeah,
But in my court, I just say it's a business thing. I swear it's business. Just like for instance, like you can have like you got your own coach and training. Like you train with Raptors, don't you? You train with
yeah.
the other one, your family business, and it feels like you can be loyal to too much people, and is that going to make you go far? And well, doesn't mean you have to leave them, but at the same time, it's good to branch out as well, just to make sure you can get fights. So it's like it's a hard balance, isn't it? It's good to have friends and family, but also we got to be a bit selfish, and sometimes to get far in the world, it's a bit hard. That sorry, it's a long-winded one.
No,
Sorry,
no, it's
bro.
fine. No, no. At some points there you made. I mean, I'll go over from the beginning, like when you're saying, just a simple hello and stuff. I
Yeah,
admit sometimes I'm guilty of this. Like when people do messages and stuff, sometimes I don't get time. I don't have enough time to get back
yeah,
to say hello to them and stuff. That's very
yeah,
true, but I also have to make the time for that. If that makes sense.
yeah, exactly.
You know, there's certain people. There's a queue of people messaging me and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I can choose who to prioritize, and
Yeah,
there is a priority
yeah.
list. But in terms of
100%.
prioritizing, is it the right order of priority? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
sometimes you think,
yeah,
"Hey,
yeah,
why are you applying to this person ahead of this person?" You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
exactly.
might do that because I'm tight with that person. It's fine. You know what I mean? No, it shouldn't be like
Yeah,
that. If you're tight with
yeah,
that person, that person deserves way more respect. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
always
No,
find
you're right.
like workplaces or maybe I don't know, even friend groups and stuff. Like when you're new to a friend group, or like if you're new to
Yeah,
school, college, uni,
yeah,
work, you form that relationship, and then obviously you get to know people and stuff, and like then all of a sudden you're just another person there. And then when a new person comes, it's like, oh yeah, blah blah. The group of people might talk good or bad of you, but they made that impression. It's like all of a sudden now it's just like, oh, you're just another guy. You know what I mean? You don't have
yeah,
that special first connection you had. It's just a bit like, oh, whatever now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a bit like relationships as well. Like in the so-called honeymoon period, when you get a partner, and then after about what, like 5 months down the line of it, it's like, yeah, you still appreciate them, but it's just like, do you respect them as much as you did at first? Like, to the stage where probably like you could even say, like for example, like when you were on the dating stage, when they'd message back, you might prioritize their text over a good
mm,
friend of yours,
mm,
that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden, like when you're that deep in a relationship now, it's like, oh, it's calm now, it's just, oh, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, that sort of
yeah,
thing. Like, again, taken for granted. So
yeah. No,
on
you're
that
right.
point, what you said about the messages, I do agree with you there. But in terms of, obviously you're saying about business, so when you mean business you mean like you investing in yourself, which for you
Yeah,
is your fighting, of course, like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
what you prioritize and stuff like that. You're saying obviously in the gyms when you're sparring people, some people are just sparring partners, some people
yeah,
obviously are more than that to you. But me
yeah.
personally, I find anyone in my gym is family to an extent. That's me personally.
I'm
you know
talking outside the gym, though, bro. I got friends that they're friends, right? But at the same time, and I treat them family, but same time that I can't talk to this person for the rest of my life. But I know that he knows that, for instance, like I'm well rounded in skills, but he's got a specialty, but I've got a specialty as well. So like, yes, we're good friends, but at the same time, we're not like if we weren't training, there'll be nothing else we had in common. Do you know what I mean? There's
Oh yeah,
nothing
I
else
know.
we've
What
got
you
in
mean.
common.
Yeah, that's why I said within the gym, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Within the
yeah,
gym, within the
exactly.
family, yeah, like anyone like
Yeah.
as far as stuff. Like, yeah, we're all
Oh yeah,
family,
yeah. He's my brother. He's my
100%.
brother. But like, I'm not like. Do you know what me and you talk, and now
Yeah,
me and you and Moses talk. Like I couldn't, like, mate. I'll be hard to do two sentences, let alone
yeah.
like a
Obviously,
sentence. You
you
know
have
what
your
I mean?
closer friends, don't you? Of
Yeah, yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
But
Sorry.
yeah, no, I agree with you. In that extent, obviously you've got to invest in yourself. And then you were saying about how sometimes you might have to be a bit selfish, prioritize your training and stuff over your friends and family and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I agree with that to an extent, obviously, and it depends on what you're sacrificing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's where it could also lead to the point. Are you
yeah.
taking your friends and family for granted there? Because
No,
I
you're
look forward
right.
to my training. Don't worry, they'll be there. Blah blah blah, and then you might find out, oh no, they're not there. Then you'd be like, oh, I wish I spent more time on them. But I find,
No,
it
you're
can
right
go
there.
both ways because if they really love you or appreciate you as a friend, they would understand. Obviously, yeah, you got to do your work, and if you showed them that obviously you don't take them for granted and that you love them and stuff, then that's fine. Like for example, like there's certain friends that haven't like got back to in a while, but they know the love's there. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
don't need
yeah.
to apologize for that. That sort of thing. Like
And
you know.
during this lockdown, I think people should have more compassion towards another because knowing that
Oh,
it's a lot
100%.
harder than real life. If it's like if it's real life, I could come out and meet you and this
Yeah.
whatever. Like I've I'm not going to mention it, but I've had some people that I've spoke to recently that who I'm tight with, and I've had filled in like they're not happy with me and stuff like that. But they don't say they say it in like horrible ways because they can't. They don't. I'd rather someone be straight with me, but they don't want to be straight with me. It's horrible. I hate that. I love it. I love like people being straight to the core and raw, rather it coming
That's
out on
quite hard to
horrible.
deliver sometimes, as much as you think
Yeah,
it is. You think,
it's
yeah,
different.
being blunt's a small thing, but it's kind of hard. Like, for example, let's just say if your friend like smell, how would you tell them that they stink in the politest way? Could you do
Uh,
that?
depends who it is. If it's
That's
say
what
someone,
do you see
if
where
it's
I'm coming
someone
from?
like for instance, if it's someone like, yeah, not a lot.
Do you see
With
where I'm
me,
coming from? That
yeah,
you,
with me, differences with me. I know a lot of people can be straight with me because I'm alright with it. Tell me how it is, and I just say fair enough. I am that. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
just say yeah, that's rude. That's true. I'm this me.
I'm a
I'm not.
bit like that as well. So I'm just like, yeah, if you're telling me that, fine, you're doing me a favor, innit? Like,
Exactly. But some people they get really sensitive and get
not
hurt.
send. It's just a bit like you don't know how to deliver that without trying to hurt them. At the same time, you're trying to
Like
help
for
them, innit?
instance, I've got a mate that is very overweight. Okay, and I was trying to deliver the punch line to get him to move, right? Because
Yeah,
like he was like using a lot of excuses and stuff, right? And I was like saying to him like, look, I was fat. I was 16 stone. I used to relate just to me because remember I got to 16 stone, bro.
yeah, I do.
And then someone said to me, right? A lot of people were saying all this crap to me, saying, "Oh, it's okay, all this weight, because of fat shaming. People say it's not okay and all that crap, right?" Sorry to go on into it, but obviously some people get overweight for like serious illnesses,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate. But when it's out of no reason, then you have no reason. You're just eating. Like, but when people say, "Oh, Eric was saying it's okay," someone pulled me aside and said, "Johnny, you're fat." Right? I said, "Look, that's terrible." That's what he said. You're straight to me. I loved it.
really.
Well, and I loved him for it. I absolutely loved him for it because it made me lose weight, and I'm thankful for it. But he goes to me, "Johnny, you're fat, okay? Johnny, look. These people, they say all this love to you, but they don't respect you. And yes, they might say all this stuff for you, right? But they're going to go home to their people. They're going to go home to. You know what I mean? You're not progressing. You're going to let this because what I am, bro, is I was a martial artist. I kind of let myself go, and I shouldn't have done that, right? I let myself go. I let everything go, and you helped me. You helped me when you
You
inspired
had
me.
a lot going on though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like
I know a
some
lot
people
going
don't.
on, but
That's the thing.
I wasn't helping myself because when people tried to help me, I wasn't listening, and someone had to root it to the core. Someone had to shake me up, and it was good that when I listened to you, I saw you fight, and that inspired me loads. I thought, hang on, Aaron's actually fighting. He's actually doing this. And I told you, I thought, bugger this, I'm doing this. I did a jiu-jitsu competition. I did a jiu-jitsu competition. My shoulder went. I was going to go watch you again, but we were on the same day, and things like that. All these stuff happened mainly from that guy. But he said to me, "Look, you're fat." He goes to me, said, "Look, Johnny, you're fat. You would train. You used to be in the doors. You used to be this. But you can do that again." But he said, "You." And this guy who was telling me, called me fat, right? He's fat as well, right? But the difference is he works in a kebab shop, right? He works in a kebab shop. His job doesn't matter if he's fat or not, right? Whereas my life, I know what I'm good at, and I thought to myself, I'm wasting my talent. I'm wasting everything. I'm putting everything down the drain. And I looked at this, my mate.
Inspirational, man.
Oh yeah, he's inspirational. I looked at my mate, bro, and I looked at him, and he's got loads of talents as well. And I thought to myself, like, mate, I was trying to tell him my story, saying, look, you can do so much. Like he's the type of guy like I was, but I didn't want to say like he goes down the road, he gets out of breath, right? I used to go down the road to the bus stop, right? And when people say, "Oh, bus stop," how far was that? That's 20 seconds away, 20-second walk, right?
Yeah.
10 seconds in, I would be on my hands and knees with. I was 16 start. I was doing that, right? And I was with my mate. He was doing it as well, but I could tell he was trying to use every excuse possible not to train. And I was with him like, no, you're doing this. You're doing this. I got him to walk from his house really far. Now, people say this is bad, but afterwards, you know how happy he was when he got home and he done it? He was so chuffed. He was so chuffed. He's just, some people don't know what they're capable of. Exactly, yeah. Motivation. And people say, oh, that's tough love. But no, it's not. People, this society, sorry, I'm going off topic. Anyways, long story short, I told him what he could do, and he could do it. And sometimes, I don't know why we're coming up here. We said about how we can tell people, our friends, we can tell them straight. That's what we're saying. That I wish people can tell me things straight. But you have to be, sometimes some people you really have to use your own experiences to get the point across, rather than actually tell him. I think my mates have done that indirectly, doing indirect messages, like saying stuff like, "Oh, my breath," say, "Oh, I didn't brush my teeth," like trying to make me not feel ashamed so they say something like that. So they say, "Oh, hang on, yeah, my breath does stink. I should be freaking brushing my teeth. What am I doing? It's disgusting." Just like that. So they do it indirectly. But otherwise, someone could say to me, "Johnny, Johnny, you farted." I say, "Yeah, I did, man. It was me." I'm one of those guys. You can say something to me, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that was me." I don't care. But I get what you're saying. Not everybody is like that, so you really have to usually be sensitive. Try to relate more. I would say to those type of friends. Try to relate to them as best as you can. I think it's the best way to do it. That's me, anyway. So if you can relate. If you can't relate, then that's hard.
That's deep, man. Nah, I hear you, man. That's good words there. Yo, John, we got a message. Want to hit it?
Yeah.
Hit that.
Yo, boys. This show's hit a nerve with me personally because my best friend, I took him for granted, and a few years ago we split apart. He moved areas, and he moved to Manchester, and I've not had any real contact with him for a few years now. So man, this show, hit a nerve with me personally, and man, don't take your friends and family for granted because look, this life is finite, and your years on earth are finite as well, man. And when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, and you don't take people for granted, man. Especially with COVID, man. Family dropping dead, and people dropping dead that it's not nice, man. And love and cherish the people in your life right now, because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
We need more people like that in the world, man.
That's right. And
big up Sport Talk again, man.
Sport Talk. I really enjoyed your show earlier as well. You had the show on football as well. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't stay longer. We had a show going on afterwards, and I should have said goodbye before I left. I'm sorry about that. But I really enjoyed your show earlier with the football transfers, and that's really enjoyable. And about China and stuff. I never thought about China as well. That we lost a lot of big stars going to foreign countries for a lot of money, and it's really cool, really good insight. I really like that. Sorry,
I think he continued on his message, so we tried to hit the next one. I think that was him still. Try again.
I think it's someone else, but we'll
okay. If it's someone else, leave it then. All right.
Okay. We'll listen to it anyways. We'll listen to it now.
Cool.
Guys, what's up? It's your boy Deji. You actually thought he was dead? Shut up!
The hell?
I'm talking. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking. Stop blinking. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I
Really
appreciate that.
that. Love, man. Spread the love, man.
Hey.
That's good.
But on that topic, what Sport Talk just said, yeah, you are right. We should appreciate, and I feel like I don't appreciate people as much as when you talked about that. I've lost friends in the past, and it's horrible. You know, it's horrible. As a mate that I've lost. Sorry, so I'll let you. Oh, sorry, bro. Do you want to say anything, Aaron? Sorry, I'm talking.
No. Well, continue that. When you mean lost, as in lost in your life, or as in lost
As in,
his
and
life?
as we drift apart, as in, like,
Oh,
you know, it was during the period of like 2017 or 2016, and
This ain't
I
me,
had
is it?
so. Was that, bro?
This isn't me, is it?
No.
Because I went back to London then, didn't I?
No, bro. I lost a lot of things happened during that period, but anyways,
Yeah.
one of my mates, I used to play gaming. I used to be a massive gamer and stuff, right? And one of my mates that was a massive gamer as well. No, during the period, I just like opened up to him like really massively, really, and it was heavy stuff. And after that, he didn't want to know. He was just gone, and he was one of my closest mates, and he was gone. He just left.
Was
But
that because of him, or because you didn't or you didn't cherish the time enough, or you know what I mean? That doesn't sound like your fault.
I know. Yeah, I cherished him a lot, but I think, you know, I opened up about what was going on in my personal life, and it was a bit heavy, and you know, I kind of think I probably what was going on. I was in the right frame of mind as well. I was talking too heavy, so you know, I think he got panicked and thought I can't deal with this, and that's fair, you
That's
know,
not
that's
your
fair.
fault at all. Then,
No, I know it
if
kind of
anything,
is.
he took you for granted.
Truth,
Yeah, it has
yeah.
nothing to do with you, bro. Honestly,
No,
there's
it's
nothing
got,
wrong with that. Like Sport Talk said, I think a lot of people should think like you more. You know, you've got one life, man. You know, we only have so many years on this earth, man, and we're just lucky enough to share it with the people we are living with. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you got to think one life, yeah, and you just so happen to live it with these people. 'Cause remember, there's like 6 billion other people doing their own other things. You just so happen to be with these type of people, and you're lucky to, you know what I mean? Like these other people across the world will never meet these people. You know what I mean? Like there's someone in
Yeah.
like Mexico who'd probably love to meet someone like Johnny and never will. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
I
I'm
know.
quite lucky that I've got a Johnny in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, I'm lucky to have Aaron in my life, bro.
you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, there's only one of each individual person, you know. And I know some people are like, oh, look, oh, no, don't forget to say no homo and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's true, man. There is only one Johnny Mills and there's only one Aaron
Hey,
Davigney. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
100%. There's only
you know,
one.
I'm not going to take that for granted. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like sometimes I feel like I do. Sometimes I know I'm working and stuff. Like even like not even this year, last year and stuff. I always feel like sometimes when I message you, I always know for a fact. Like when I messaged you, like you got my back. You know, you reply in short time and stuff. I might say, "Yo, John, you know, I'm not feeling well, whatever." Instantly, you reply back. Where sometimes I feel like when you message, yes, I might be busy and stuff, but I don't reply back as fast. And I know for a fact, I think, no, I'm taking Johnny for granted here, man. Like, he's my bro. I've had that before. You know what I mean? Like, but I know you
I'm
could
not
say like,
perfect,
"Oh,
bro.
Aaron." Yeah, I know that's the thing, but I know you're gonna say like, "Oh yeah, like Aaron, I know you appreciate me and stuff like that." So I suppose it's not really taken for granted because I've expressed, you know, what you mean to me and stuff like that. So that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's again like, you know, I should appreciate this person more, even though they appreciate you for like what you are and stuff. You know, it might not be the best. They still like you for that. You should put more. You should put more into that relationship, whether it's friends, family, or your partner. You know.
Yeah.
But,
I understand what you're saying, but I don't take full truth to that because I'm not always perfect at replying. I'm not. Or sometimes I realize I'm not, like you said there. Sometimes I feel like, oh crap, I haven't. Like I check your stories and stuff like that because like you, Aaron, you, Moses, Craig, Mike, and stuff like that. Mike doesn't post that much though. I will say that's why I've got to to message Mike more often because he doesn't. He's not mostly onto social media and stuff like that. But when it comes to you, Moses is not the most active person on social media either. So I'm not sorry to I say this, but like obviously that's why I say like I'm on social media a lot more than I'm on Messenger and stuff like that. So I have to kind of be more thinking right direct messages rather than get caught up with the life and stuff like that, and then you know getting into thinking just like talking to them on social media via a direct message. It's kind of weird, isn't it? That's weird. That's how life's come. It's become the norm. But you know, I'm not always perfect, bro. Sometimes sometimes it's like 2 days and I haven't replied to you, or 3 days. Sometimes, like I'm not necessarily replied or looked on your social media or looked at you, make sure you're okay, or something, because you get caught up. Like you wake up, or I got a drink, I got a train, I'm gonna do this, and then sometimes you kind of like. That's why I love this. I'm gonna tell you, like this multicast has brought me, you, and I hope it has. I felt this, anyways. I feel like it's brought me, yourself, and Moses closer than we were before multicast.
I
Do
think
you
it's
agree with
brought
that?
a lot of people closer. Just like I think that's the whole idea of the whole program, was to unite with
Yeah,
people, like, you know, who got viewers, like people such as sport talk and stuff. You know, like, you know,
yeah,
we'd never, you know, found these people if it wasn't for making this podcast, and that's what I like about it, uniting with
yeah,
people. We're one at the end of the day, whether you like it or not. It's the truth. We are one, like, and we should treat us. You know, we're all family, man. We're all family, and we
yeah,
all serve together. And people, I think more people need to think that. If more people think that, there'll be less stabbings, less deaths, less fights, less, you know, racism, you know, less sexism, you know, less
yeah.
everything. You know, I mean, all this hate and stuff against each other. You know, what I mean, like I said, we're
I
walking
think
this
a lot of hate
experience together.
becomes from insecure. I genuinely believe a lot of hate becomes of either insecurity or unknowledgeable, unknowledge and uneducated. Like a lot of hate is from
But like I
insecurity or
said, bro,
and
if
and
they
ill talk from family members, ill talk from others, or and just rolling with it. That's what I feel like. That's my opinion, but
No, that
it's
is true.
terrible.
No, that what you're
Yeah,
saying is true completely. That's what I'm trying to say. If these people all
yeah,
just fought, like, you know what I mean? Even like good people as well. If you just realize, like I said, you know, you only got one life, man, and you're walking
yeah,
it, you know, with certain people. And
yeah.
you want to, you know, you're lucky enough to be walking it with these people, and you're only going to do it once, man, and then that's it. It's over, man. So I think
Exactly.
more people need to realize that. I know sometimes it's kind of scary when you think about it, but at the same time, when you do think about it, you value life so much more. You know what I mean? You just think to yourself, damn, man, like, you know, my
Yeah,
mum turned 60 this year. And she said, Aaron, I'm not being funny. I remember being 26. It just felt like yesterday. I'm 26. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
life
yeah.
flies across you, man. Like, you got to live each day as it is, man. Because
You
that's
got to
it.
go for
Once
your
that day
dreams as
goes,
well,
it's
though.
gone. What's
Go for
that?
your dreams. Go for your dreams as well. That's why I feel like,
Exactly,
you
man.
know, go for that. It's a balance. I think we shouldn't be as hard on yourself as well. You know, because
Yeah,
you know
life
you
is a
say like
balance.
that. You saying to me like you said, oh, you don't reply. I mean, no, I mean you don't owe me. You're my bro, right? We're tight, and I appreciate. I know that you've got work. Like you work all day, and then you've got a podcast, and it's
Yeah.
good to have Aaron time. Aaron's got to take care of Aaron as well, and I know you appreciate me, and I know you appreciate Moses. You appreciate everybody. So like, and you appreciate your family. You got a great family as well that
Thank
around
you,
your
bro.
house, and you got close relatives as well. So like siblings as well. So you got a lot on your plate. You can't expect yourself to be on time to everybody. You know, you love everybody equally. I know, and you got loads of love in you, bro. I don't know anybody who's mentioned anything bad about you. I don't know anybody. Everybody who meets you knows how good you're a cool guy. Wow, he's such a cool guy. Everybody who meets you says that, bro. So like, I wouldn't ever let that enter your head if you feel like, oh, you're not being given time to others. You give time to loads of people, bro. So
Mad love,
even
bro. Appreciate
yeah,
that.
100%. Bless, no, honestly, bro. Don't let ever get into your head. Honest.
Mad love. But I think,
Hey,
on the topic, I was going to say, actually, let's listen to this voice note. It's
yeah,
meaningful.
it has been. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, hit it.
You boys known me that long, man. Call me Bill. Bill, my nickname, man.
Yeah.
Forget the sport talk. Bill. It's Bill from now on.
Sorry, Bill.
That's on Bill.
My bad, man. My bad. Sorry, Bill.
That's all right. Anyone listening, obviously, be sure to check out Bill's profile. Good content
Yes.
on there. Big up.
Yes, yes. And everybody else listening, I've got loads. Joey said about Aaron, and I'm sorry for singling out people because, like you said, brothers as well. I've got loads of people that I talk to as well, you know. And when I say loads of people, I talk loads of people, my friends as well. And I appreciate you all as well because I don't want to be saying like I only appreciate Moses, Aaron. I got mate Jack. I got other people. And just like I don't even talk to like because obviously Aaron and Moses don't know. Just like Aaron talks to some people, or I don't know, or most of them. So if you're listening, sorry if I singled anybody out and stuff like that. But obviously, this show is about, you know, specific friends. So I've already mentioned friends that you know, who are in common with me, myself, and Aaron and Moses. So if you think I've mentioned you, I'm sorry. So I'll just say
No,
that. Sorry, bro.
I don't think those guys would take offense to that. But what I was gonna say is now on it, rather than talk about you and myself, what about
Yeah.
other people? So you don't need to
Okay.
name any people or any of that, but even just say in public and stuff. So like,
Yeah.
do you find this is what I mean? Like, obviously in the description of this, I said, for example, do you find how like certain friends might say, "Oh, I'm busy for this," but then they'd have the time to go to like a celebrity concert or something? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
think, yes, they paid money for this. You know, it's a once in a life, no, not once in a lifetime, but like, oh, it's a big event. You can't miss that. But then it's a case of, oh, I can't make your birthday because, you know, XX, I'm going to leave work late or something. Or, you know, whereas if they go
Yeah.
to a concert,
Priorities. They're priorities. Where's the priorities? Isn't it? You know what
it
I
is
mean?
priorities. Can you think about it? Let's say someone's going Creamfields or something. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Or Wireless Festival. What people normally do is they take the day off work. I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Now, if it was someone's birthday, I don't know about you, but how many times do you know a person has actually booked a day off work for a friend's birthday?
I don't know. Well, my mates, obviously close mates, I have, and they have for me. But
They have for you, yeah?
have for me, and I have for them. But
Okay,
that's my
that's
close. That's like
interesting.
Mike Evans, like Mike Evans. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he's based at my brother, so like I like you and Moses. So like that level, yeah. And I think, you know, I've gone to your birthday as well, you know, and so is I think it's Moses. Yeah, Moses. Yeah, Moses at your birthday, and you went and you came out. You, Miguel,
Yeah, I'm
Ben.
just saying in case, like, I'm just trying to say if
But
work.
tight, yeah. When you're tight, yeah. But when it comes to like randoms, no, not really. You know what I mean? No.
I'm
I
just
say,
saying, I mean,
go on.
I'm fortunate enough. Yeah, I've had people who like said, "Oh, I'm gonna book work off to come to your birthday and stuff." But what I'm trying to say is, like, when they get to festivals and stuff, they obviously, you know, book the day of work to go there, etc. Or I'm
Yeah.
going to a concert, I'm going to see Post Malone live or something, you know. Whereas it's very rare you find people that would actually book a day off work to go to
Oh,
a
I see what
birthday
you're
because they
saying. So
normally
they
go
basically
after work, which
prioritize a
makes sense.
celebrity,
Pardon?
prioritize a celebrity over than your actual mate. So you're basically saying like you'd rather so you see hit that as more important as I get what you're saying there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but then it makes sense because you think to yourself, oh, I could just go see them after work. Because at the end of the day, I'm earning a living, right? Which is correct.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I would do the same, to be honest. Like, oh, my birthday's blah, blah. Yeah, I'll just meet you up to work. Because 9 out of 10 times, whatever's happening is probably taking place
Mate,
after work. You know what I
I
mean?
nearly did it. Right? I went down to your way, right, London, and I nearly went to Venom Page overseeing you. Remember that? It was terrible. I felt
Oh,
bad.
yeah, that's true.
And I nearly went to go see Venom Page. I thought, I want to go, I'm in London because it's a chance of Venom Page. I nearly did. And then I chose not to, went to Raptures. But then you went there. I was like,
You
oh
weren't
no.
there.
So I was like, I should have
You
gone
could have
to Venom
told me,
Page.
that's why.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry, man. And then I went to my mum's. And then you give me a ring. So then I was like, no, I picked up. So we missed each other. We missed each other like 3 days. Like, we kept missing each other. But yeah, so I'm not perfect, bro. I've done that as well. Yeah, you know, I've done that. And yeah, but obviously I'd rather met you. If I could have met you, I would have met you if I could have. It was possible. We tried to, but yeah, it was hard.
But yeah, and back to the point I was saying about obviously taken for granted, about obviously booking days off from work. Like, again, I was quite lucky. I've had people back when I was in uni. So my birthday was falls in June, and which meant everyone went home. Most of the people have gone home for the summer now, and had only come back for like either to move out or to get results, you know, along those lines. So a lot of people actually came back. So like people who lived in Wales, let's say like Aberdare and stuff, you know, these areas.
Yeah,
Like, you know, Cardiff and all that. And obviously unis in Swansea. So a few, actually quite a couple of people, they would actually come back just to come out for my birthday, which is really nice considering how majority of the year have all gone home for the summer holidays. So
Wow.
it's not like it's gonna be a massive night out where you're gonna know everyone and stuff because everyone's all gone home. So I was very lucky and fortunate enough that, you know, my friends, you know, again, like, I didn't take them for granted. They didn't take me for granted. So that's what you call good friends there. Whereas, you know, like you get other examples, like again with the content stuff. I'll tell you a perfect example which can relate to all of us. Well, me and you especially. Fights. What's your take on this? Fights now, as in like obviously trying to get your friends to come to fights.
Yeah, that's hard.
What's your take on that?
I sold a lot of tickets, but it was very hard. It was hard to sell tickets, but you know, my part is if you can't make it, just say you can't make it. Don't say. I wish people were straight. Again, I'd rather someone be straight to me and say, "Look, Johnny, I can't make it." Yeah, no, that's cool. No
I
worries.
think in that defense, yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, I'd rather just a straight answer.
Yeah, give me a straight answer. Don't tell me yes and then I buy a ticket and you can't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want a yes or a no. And you know, some people like take offense. They say, "Oh, why is he getting so like?" Because I have to know. I have to know if I'm the one who bought the ticket, and then I have to get it off you. So if you can't make it and I buy a ticket, well then I've just lost 20 quid for no reason. So you know what I mean? So that's why when it comes to that position, I want you to know. I'd rather you tell me as a friend, like, oh, fair enough, I'm cool. You can watch the video afterwards. I'm cool with that, bro. I don't disrespect you less for not watching my fight because I understand I haven't watched some of my mates' fights, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not like, you don't mean we're not friends anymore. We're still friends, but I'd rather you tell me that you can't make it or not. Don't lie to me, you know, just to make me feel bad because it doesn't make me feel bad. It's make it worse because you put me in this disarration. You put me confused because you're telling me you are, then you're not. So then when it comes to that point, yeah, but that's because I got to buy the ticket myself, you know. But I would wish that promoter, like, I wish it wasn't on me. I wish that it will be in the future after a few fights. This will be a thing of the past because you know it'll be the promoter that does it. But during these stages, yeah, it is a bit hard. But then again, I respect everybody who actually said they would or not do. I respect them all equally. Even the ones who did confuse me, I still equal them. But does it put me through confusion? Yes. The reason why, though, I think it's not because they're fault. I think they're just uneducated on how it works. I think if they were educated in how it works, I think they'll be more understanding. A lot of people don't
It's not
understand.
even a case of that, John. Sorry to interrupt you. It's a case of whether they want to support you or not. That's to the chase. If you think about it, if you cut to the chase, is am I supporting my friend Johnny in this fight or not? And the case is,
but that's
if I am, that's great. If I'm not,
me and you, we live, breathe it. So I get you. I get you. I get it. I get you, Moses and Moscow. Some people don't live, breathe, sleep it, right? So to them,
it's not that, bro. Support though.
Yeah, I know, bro. Some of your friends
it.
get you. Some people get it. Some people get it. Regardless, they know you. They get it, right? They get how passionate you're about it. They get what it means to you. Some people just see it as. I've had people like when I do my training videos, and like they say, "Oh, why are you showing off?" I'm like, "No, it's just trying to sell tickets. This is potential videos that could get people interested. This is selling tickets." Whereas some other people see it as a show off, bragging. They don't understand. They're so in their world that they see this as.
But then they're not supporting you. Then,
mate, some of my closest mates still say that, and I agree with you. But I'll agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think it's supportive, but in their eyes, they think I'm doing the wrong thing. They think they go be the humble route and keep quiet. But the sad thing about business is if you keep quiet, then you're not going to go far. You're going to be always.
Well, you need to sell 20 tickets for a fight, right?
Yeah.
So
see what you're saying there, bro.
But
see what you said there, Aaron. You need to sell 20 tickets for a fight, right? I agree with you. I listen to that. Do you know I've talked to so many people and they think don't get it. They think, oh, that's a promoter's job. No. In the fight game, you're self-employed. You are your own businessman. But people don't know this, bro. Not a lot of people know this. They
don't need to know it, bro. Because like I said, the moral of the story is they should even know that you have to fight sell tickets. The moral of the story is, could you come and support me for my fight? And this question is, yes, I can. No, I can't. Okay, yes, I can. I'm free that day. It's fine. Anything for a brother. I'm with you, win or lose, whatever. Oh, hell yeah. let's see you rock some heads. Oh, hell yeah, I want to see you get beaten up. Oh, hell yeah, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm here to cover you.
Bro, that would be sick. If I had that, right, and I did have, a lot of people did do that, and I'm very appreciative for them particular people, right? But again, I understand that some guys, they're in their own little world, and I'm in my own little world, and because my world is so different to their world that I probably couldn't understand their world, and if I try to explain to my world to them, they can't understand my world. Like,
well, here's
that's
where
why,
the no comes in now. This is what I was going to say. So,
yeah.
the people that say no, sorry, mate, I'm at work that day. Fair enough. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
sorry, mate, I can't make it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you know, I'm not to. So, for example, like myself, if I couldn't make it to one of your fights, I'll probably have a legitimate reason not to. Like,
yeah, like I was fighting on your fight. I made your fight. When was the last time I made your fight? Like, I missed Moses' fights a few times. I wish I watched Moses' fight. I will watch his next fight. I will definitely be on his next show. But I wanted to be on the one.
That. But, I mean,
Yeah, but,
you know, you've got that support with you two.
bro,
You know what I mean?
October 26th. Yeah. When you were
That was my
your
fight,
fight.
Yeah.
I was fighting on the same day as you, and
Yeah,
I was
jiu-jitsu.
gonna go. I was gonna buy a ticket from you, and I was fighting the same day, which was just ironic. But like, what I'm getting at is that we can't. I agree what you're saying, but at the same time, I understand other people that. Do you know what you said about people don't want to hurt other people's feelings? But they're probably saying that, but again, they don't understand. Like, we have to buy a ticket. You know, I think they feel like, oh, you're just getting the ticket from them free, and then you're giving it to them. They don't understand that we buy the tickets in advance, and then we have to send it to them to get the money back.
But they shouldn't have to know all that. Like I said, it's just a case of, you know, are you going to support me? Yes or no? You know,
I mean,
I'll give an example now.
Go on.
Okay, it's nothing to do with selling tickets. So my friend Hennel, he's a musician, right?
Yeah.
If he performs live, I want to be there for him. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Make the time for that. Now, what would I prioritize? Meeting someone live? I don't know, someone like Drake or something, or I don't know, Post Malone or something, or would I rather see Hennel? I'll be honest with you, I'd rather see Hennel perform because one, Hennel inspires me a lot. Two, every time I have a phone call with this guy, he never talks about himself. He always talks about how I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Good.
And three, again, I want to support a friend of mine. I know the guy knows me. Whereas if I'm a bit like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm a bit busy. Yeah, which is true. Like, when I know deep down, oh, hang on, I could make the time, but it's really going to inconvenience me. Let's be honest.
I bought some of my friends.
There's no shame in that, though. That's the thing.
I've still got tickets in my house now from the Cage Warriors. I had tickets to support my other mate did boxing. I support a lot of mates who did other things, and including yourself. But that's who I am as a person, right? And I know what you're saying. Priorities. Some people are a bit more self-centered.
But that's what I'm saying. But the point I'm saying, like, let's say like Hennel did have his show, and I said, oh yeah, like I could come, or sorry, I can't come because tight. So there's no shame. Let's say, for example, he was performing at 9:00 in Camden or something. So do you know where Camden is in London?
I've heard of it. I've heard of Camden. I've heard of Camden.
Yeah, it's basically like in central, like north direction. So let's say there, you do that on, let's say like Wednesday night, like now, Wednesday night. And bear in mind, obviously, we all work during the week and stuff. Like, I could say, you know what, Hennel, because I finished quite late, you know what I mean? I could say, you know what, Hennel, I'm probably not going to make it back in time because I finished work late, you know what I mean? Whereas I know deep down, I can think to myself, you know what, actually, although I'm going to get there late and stuff, and it's going to inconvenience me, and it means I'm not going to have an evening to myself, strictly speaking, I could still technically make that in time. All it means is I'm not going to be able to, you know, get a decent night's sleep. It might ruin my next day. You know, I'm not going to meal prep. You know, that sort of thing. All them things. It's going to mess my schedule up. Me as a schedule up. So then you might think, oh, you know, there's no shame in that. You're putting yourself first. In the day, you need to pay bills. You know what I mean? You need to focus on yourself. You need to be health-wise. But, like I said, you're supporting a friend here. One sacrifice, one day. You're taking that for granted. Like I said, you know what I mean? You might not get a chance to see him perform live again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So, oh shit! Like, oh, sorry, excuse my French. It's like, oh,
I support me. I support. I'm not just you. I've got. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about myself personally, but me personally, I support loads of people. My mates. I got my mate. I bought my mate today. I've got his top. I got my mate. I got my mate's top. He's got a brand of t-shirt. I buy my mate's tops. I buy all my mates' tops. You know, the Hustle Fitness. I got Combat Sport. I got Champ Biz now, and I support other people's other things, business like that. But that's who I am. That's who I choose to be. But I would love the world to be like that, more help your friends rather than celebrities. I agree with you fully. But it has to become.
Note,
what's that, bro?
Finish. So I was going to say on that note.
No, but
go on. How you saying about you'd rather support your friends than a celebrity? Like I said, with all this effort with Hennel. Now, let's say for example, see, I don't really go to like live shows and stuff like that with singers and stuff. But let's say, Stormzy was performing, or let's say like Bugsy Malone was performing, or
yeah.
I don't know, like does someone come from, a top artist or something, Post Malone or something, I don't know. They're performing in London. I'll be like, I definitely want to go for this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely gonna put the day off for this. It's gonna be wicked. Like, it's just crazy how people when artists is going tour, they really, you respect so much. You have so much respect for someone that you're never gonna meet in your life, and that person is never even gonna know who you are. They literally will walk this earth knowing that everyone knows who they are, they're famous and stuff, and that you're just another soul to them. Like,
it depends on the person you're talking about, right? Because if someone had a massive impact in their life, like saved their life, even though they didn't know it, like for instance, like Tyson Fury, for instance, inspired a lot of people who with mental health and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's
like
very
myself,
true.
Right?
Actually, that's very true.
So like people like that helped me, and not just that. Someone else I like as well. I know he's got nothing to do
You
with
can respect that as a person.
Yeah,
you hear a story like that. Yeah, you would respect him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And someone else I like as well, because I like his attitude, I like his relationship with his family and as a fighter, is Max Holloway. I like Max Holloway as a fighter.
He's a cool guy. Yeah, I like Max Holloway.
And he's got. I support him. He's got a little show he does on Facebook Live, and I support his Facebook Live. And he actually gave me out, and he did give me a shout. He actually gave me a free £25 gift voucher. I got the email.
Yeah, that was so sick. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and so there's certain people out there I will support, right? Celebrities. So it comes I can tell. I don't know to tell. I shouldn't say that, but I usually look at people and see their hearts. I usually see the people like that. Well, don't get me wrong. As much as I love Tyson Fury, recently I feel like he's gone a bit off. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because of lockdown. Maybe I don't know. I feel like he's gone off a bit. I don't know what it is. Maybe the fame. Maybe it's like against the people's heads. I don't know. I feel like he has gone a bit off a bit. But we're all human. We all, no one's perfect and stuff like that. But I agree with you. I'd rather support my friends rather than celebrities. But if I did support a celebrity, there's usually cause for me supporting a celebrity because it's actually impacting my life somehow.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with supporting a celebrity at all, bro. But by all means, bro, I just sometimes think some individual people have more respect for someone they've never met in their entire lives than their own family and friends, I think.
No, you're right. I think you're right.
It's like I said, like in terms of who would I rather watch fight, Moses or Anthony Joshua? You know what I mean? Like some people I know, would go all the way to Cardiff to watch him fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might say, "Oh, do you mind if you come and watch me? Give me support watching my show." Oh,
that's actually true though. Do you know
and a bit
that?
like my show is, probably a fraction of the price. So yeah, a fraction of the price. It's also local. Like,
I've actually never been interested in, bro. Unless it's like a UFC event, one UFC event, right? I'm actually because I just want just the fact that actually I would love to be at a UFC event because I've never been to a UFC event or anything like that.
Yeah,
right?
me too. Okay, that's a different story, but yeah, I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. We want to be at an event.
The thing is with you, bro, you want to go to a UFC event because you want to watch everyone fight. You want to see all the fights, the undercards, the Premier League. I'm talking about some people are actually legit. Like, for example, are just going for the main card, just for the main fighter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. I exactly what you said. I've actually, I know it's terrible. As much as I said about Tyson Fury, I actually don't care if I see him live or not. I know it's terrible. I'm happy watching him on TV. I like he's inspired me. I'm thankful what he's done is brilliant. Or any like world class fighter. Like I don't go, oh, I want to see this guy live. I don't ever see. I'm not like that. I got TV. I like being with the gang. I love being in the family.
It's nice. The experience is
Yeah.
nice. I give you that. Like I said, I'd love to go and watch it live and experience.
Oh,
What I'm
yeah.
saying is, I just think some people, it's just crazy. Like, here's what I mean, taken for granted. Like, it doesn't cross their heads that, you know, oh, I'm gonna go watch AJ fight live. You know, it's fine. But then their friend, it might not necessarily be their best friend. It could be a friend, you know, they know well, whatever. Oh, hey, I've got my fight coming up next week. Do you mind if you come?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, mate? I'm finishing late work.
Yeah.
Finishing
Do
work
you
late
saying
that
that,
night.
bro? It's so true.
Know what I mean? There's no shame in that, though.
That's bloody true. That's true. Sorry, I'm going with you, bro. What you saying is true, right, bro? For instance, we're talking about like me, like doing my self promotion on Facebook and Instagram, and yourself. You do the self promotion, and Moses, we all do self promotion and stuff, right? They're so quick to like tarnish it, but when it comes to like you, okay, was you going to buy a ticket? No. So then why the heck are you tarnishing it? Do you know what I mean? It's like you're so quick to judge, but if I was saying, okay, I'm not going to do this, are you going to buy a ticket? No. So then why do you think I'm doing this? Do you know? It's like,
no.
It's like, well, hang on. You stick to doing what you're doing. I'm going to stick to what I'm doing, and that's what hurts more. It's like people sticking their finger in, and I think, hang on, you got no right to like. But I say that everybody's got a right. I shouldn't say you haven't got a right. Everybody's got their right to say whatever they want, right? Even if it's right or wrong, whatever. We all got a right, regardless if it's right or wrong. I don't like taking people's rights away, but. Is it right? No. It's not right for you to do that. You should think before listening, and I hope you learn. At the end of it's like, let's learn doing that. But it does annoy me because I think to myself, look, I'm doing something, and I noticed this is why I noticed, bro. People only start sticking their finger in when you're doing well. That's the truth. When you start doing well, the people who don't want to see you succeed, that's when they start sticking their finger in because they see you doing something good. If they wouldn't stick their finger, if you were doing something bad, bro, they wouldn't give a crap. They'll turn a blind eye. They wouldn't need to put any negative stuff on it, would they? Don't need to put negative stuff on it, anyways. But off that topic, sorry when you brought up talking about to buy tickets, yeah, because they wouldn't need. I wouldn't need to do any of this self promotion if everybody, like you said, was to support me, and that's why I do the self promotion. That's why I do all these stuff because this is what I have to do to get the tickets. Have to get these things. Now, don't get me wrong. Me doing this is I'll probably lose ticket sales as well because I'm going to get those people who don't understand the business, the nature of the business. The nature of the business is sells. You can't sell. You could be Bruce Lee, you could be Francis Ngannou, Bruce Lee, Brock Lesnar, all one, and be the massive animal that in the world. But if you can't sell one ticket, you don't get a fight.
No,
that's a fact. So you can be humble.
See how you just said you could be Francis Ngannou. So you are Johnny Mills, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying, oh, hang on, you're struggling to sell tickets, right? Because obviously you need people to come and watch you, right? Now, theoretically so obviously once this all dies down, you want to obviously get your MMA fight, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, come a few fights time, you might have that same struggle selling tickets and stuff, you know, because people, you know, some people are going to fight, some people are too busy, which is true. Like I said, there's no shame if you're too busy to meet up with your friends. There's no shame in that. You need to focus on yourself. Obviously, the point I'm saying is you're doing that, but then when it comes to someone else, like a celebrity, it doesn't cross your mind. But the point I'm trying to make now is, you know, you have a couple of fights, okay, you know, hopefully just winning streak. Hello? Oh, it's disconnected.
Yeah, sorry, bro. Someone rang me. It was really gutting, but
listen, you know, you're in a bit of a winning streak there. Okay, theoretically, you know what I mean? Then, you know, semi-pro. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you've had a few fights. You've had a few experience. Okay, John, let's go pro. You know, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, why not?
Yeah.
Let's go pro now.
Exactly.
So you go pro. Obviously, anyone can go pro now. Well, yeah, all you need is a couple of amateur fights. So
you just go bang
pro. To become pro. So obviously, you become pro. You know, get a few fights under your wing. Everyone, you know, your friends and stuff sees on Facebook. Oh, look, scrolling for their newsfeed. Oh, look, it's John, whatever, doing his bags as usual. Just keep scrolling, whatever. Yeah. John might do an emotional pose, so I'll just scroll. Yeah, a couple of people might like it. John training every day. I'm just going to skip through that. You know, next thing you know, it's about 5 years, John doing the same thing. And then about, what are we in, 2021? So how old are you? 27 now, yeah?
Yeah.
8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Let's say in 5 years' time, you know, you know, you get a notification. You just see a UFC. I'm just saying, a UFC notification. Oh, British fighter Jonathan Mill makes his UFC debut in UFC 301.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like that, like on the prelims of UFC 301.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I know that guy. He literally lives down the road from me. Like,
and I guarantee you,
fair
bro,
play. I might watch him tonight.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. When you made it. When you made it.
John. Yeah, I know,
I know.
John. He's a cool guy.
know.
Oh, you know what? John, go down the street. I saw you signed to the UFC. When you next fighting?
Mate,
I get me know. I'll be there.
You know what you're saying there, bro, right? For instance, you know, like I do loads of videos, yeah. Now and then I put some sloppy videos out because I'm so tired of the grinds that I can't be perfect all the time. And I noticed that, you know, like when I do sloppy ones, no one wants to know. I done one recently was I did I do my wheel kick, my signature kick, which is to do a kick into wheel kick, and some reason I was on point. It was just one of those days I felt on point. It was a good day. I was on point, did a video, mate, and Joe, some of the people that weren't talking to me recently, bang, John, how are you? How are you, John? All this, I'm like, oh, see, now you want to know. Like, oh, I'm doing well. Now you want to know. But when I was in the dump,
success, that's the thing, bro, in life. I think success is it's an attraction in itself. When you see someone successful, like, that's the thing. Like, you could be grafting all these years. Like I said, you might not even go, I don't want to wish that out. You might not end up in UFC. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
no
it's a
one sort of
possibility.
appreciate that hard work.
Yeah.
You might be a pro fighter. You might fight the top people. You know what I mean? You might have a good year. I mean, you know as well as me how many great fighters are out there. Obviously, you know, have had a whole pro record, had, you know, X amount of fights. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean they have to go on big shows like UFC and stuff. They've had like a whole MMA career. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't hear about them, but you know they've had their great career and stuff. You know, they fought and stuff. You know, but they work hard. You know, but people don't sort of emphasize that. You know what I mean? They won't be like, oh yeah, I know this person stuff. But the minute that sort of hard work goes to the exceptional level, like, there's a reason why people like Tyson Fury and Joshua, people want to watch them and stuff, because obviously they've worked hard to get to the position where they are. People ain't just going to do it because they're nobodies, and they're something. They've done something. Of course. Caught the eye of the world. You know what I mean? So therefore, it's an attraction in itself. So that's the reason why people would rather go and watch them fight than watch their friend Jonathan down the road fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's why I try to do flashy stuff. See, that's why. Do you know, like when it came to MMA, bro, and you know, if you know Welsh MMA, I don't know about London MMA. I think it's a bit different to Welsh MMA. Welsh MMA is all grappling, right? It's all about grapplers, yeah. And to me, I know grappling doesn't sell.
I know that for a fact. When I went to Swansea, the only MMA gym they have is a jiu-jitsu based gym.
Yeah, exactly. It's grapplers, right? And I appreciate grappling. I understand grappling. And I appreciate submissions. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm more of a striking fan than a grappling fan. But I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu since 2011. Anyhow, whatever. I know grappling doesn't sell. I'm sorry, it doesn't sell. No, it just doesn't. It doesn't sell. You can have the greatest grappler of all time, and then you've got this guy who just can knock you out with a head kick, and people want to go watch the guy who knocks you out with a head kick. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. Right? It's a fact. As much as I know that grapplers are, if you put a grappler against a striker, and guy's a pure striker and the guy's a pure grappler, 9 times out of 10, the grappler's going to beat the striker. People say, "Oh, that's bullcrap." No, it's been proven in the time. Just look back when UFC olden days, grapplers were winning when it's just pure 1R, right? But does that sell? No. Dana hates it. Even Dana hates when you see grapplers just grind. He hates John Fitch. He was waiting for John Fitch to. The moment John Fitch lost his fight, bang! Mate, he was on like a 10-fight losing streak, with 10-fight winning streak. Bang! You lost one fight. Yes, I'm gonna release you. You know, he doesn't like it because you're not gonna sell fights. You can't sell fights. So my mindset was the Chuck Liddell mindset. Yes, I want to know jiu-jitsu. I want to know ground game, but I'm using it for reverse. I want to have ground game so I can strike. I want to have a ground game, Justin Gaethje style. I want to have a ground game so I can strike. And that's why I want to do these videos, because people almost know me as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Johnny. They didn't know I could do kicks. They didn't know I did boxing. And I hate being limited to have, oh, this is who you are. You're just a Jiu-Jitsu. No, I'm not a Jiu-Jitsu, guys. I can punch. I can do kicks. And I wanted to show off my skills so people know that when they come watch me fight, I'm not going to be a guy who's going to lay on top of someone and just sit there for about 5 minutes. and I want to be
Yeah.
exciting. I want to be exciting. I want to be doing real kicks. That's why I call myself Real Kick MMA. I want to be exciting. I'm not going to be one of those boring guys you see, and I'm just going to go out there and do that. That's me, and that's
It
why.
wins fights though.
Yeah, it does win fights, but you ain't going to even get fights. You're not even going to get fights because you're not going to be able to sell tickets. So I wanted to be a guy to put myself out there. I agree with you. I appreciate the grappling, but maybe after one fight they watch, they say I get loads of people bought tickets, yeah, and I bore the whole crowd for the whole 3 rounds, yeah, for 3 rounds
Yeah.
you just sit on someone for 3 rounds, right? Do you think they're going to buy another ticket next fight?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, I would, but
I know you would, but you're loyal. You're my bro. You're my bro, and I would for you regardless. You're my bro.
again, I'm not taking you for granted. So
I
these
know.
guys are
Yeah, exactly. These guys aren't MMA
exactly the point.
enthusiasts. You know, unless someone makes what MMA enthusiastic.
But they don't have to be MMA enthusiasts, and that's back to the topic of the podcast.
Yeah, but bro, I don't want if someone.
These guys.
I know they're trying to support you. I know I get you saying, but I'm personally, I want to put a show on when I get in the MMA. I want to make sure who's watching that I'm entertaining, and that's why people didn't like this. And I've said this to people in the past when I used to do jiu-jitsu competitions, including my father. My father would tell me, he said, "Dad, please, I want you to come to my MMA ones because when I go to fight, I want people to be there and not be sitting. I try to make it as fun as I can. I try to create. I try to go in there and do crazy stuff, go low, high. I tried to do, one of my favorite fighters of all time was Anderson Silva. And the reason why I loved him is he created. He didn't just do a fight. He created. Mirko Krokop is another one of my favorite fighters. I'd have fighters who create. It's about arts and create. And Aaron, you're creative, man. I love your you did a wheel kick. You landed a wheel kick actually, guys. And you could have finished. And me and you. Sorry to bring this up, bro. But it was the first time you landed that, and probably it's gonna happen to me as well. If I land it, I'll probably get gassed as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But you're the same sort of fighter. And I think that's why we got on as well because we entertain and sort of fighters. But I feel like that's my mindset is that I'm not just there to fight. I'm there to put bums in seats. And when we get our first fights out, we get people like that. I think people will come to us. But the people I don't like is the people that when you start doing well, when you start being flashy, people use that as, oh, you're showing off. No, it's got nothing just about showing off. It's about business. And this world is not. It's a horrible life. Wherever you go in the world is tough. Life is tough, and I feel like people try to. If you start doing well in the world, wherever you're doing, you start showing off, and maybe they call it showing off, or maybe trying to show off your brand, or if it's like nails, or if it's haircuts, or you're showing your barbers. It shows the best cut that they've done on their barber. They post it and put it out there to bring more customers in. And some people say, "Oh, look at him bragging." No, he's not bragging. He's trying to branch his business. And if my business is MMA, people don't understand is that me, yourself, Moses, we all have to put videos out there. We all have to do these things. Again, we're branching ourselves out. We're all doing it. And that's why we sell tickets. And I've seen your axe kicks, bro. I've seen your things like that. I've seen your punches and kicks, your combination, your K1 style, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. I've actually have to have it first hand in the cage, so on the ring, so I can say first hand. Do you know what I mean, bro? But I'm just saying, like, all I was trying to say is, it's off topic is that we're in the business where it's about selling tickets, and to do that we have to branch ourselves out and be, like you said, what was I saying earlier about, I don't know about you, do you ever get fear about what people think about you when you start branching out, or do you ever get fear of what people are going to say? Oh, what's he doing this for? What's he doing that for? Do you know what I mean? Like, I loved your do you know that cool video you did about Tekken? How sick was that? Sorry.
No, I don't really get that. I've never really had that, to be fair. No.
Oh man, that's good though. I've had it, bro. It's a horrible feeling. It is a horrible feeling having someone like trying to bring you down for doing good. You know, when I say doing good with your business to try to branch out. Like, I love that video you did with Tekken and stuff like that. I'm not saying, not me personally, but I'm not saying I hate it. I love it when people branch out. I love people seeing doing well, but I feel people got this negative mindset thinking like the past, or it's ego this, ego that. Well, mate, have no ego, be a monk. See how that's going to get you. How far are you going to get in this route? You know, the only people that can be monks is that they live on bread or water or something. You know, they live in a temple. You can't do that. You can't do that in the jungle. You can't do that in this world. You can't sit on your backside. You can't sit indoors and just do nothing and just hope that the world's going to owe you a favor and give you something for nothing. You have to put yourself out in danger. We all do. You know,
Yeah,
and
100%, man.
exactly, we got to risk it for a biscuit. Izzy's saying, you do. You got to risk it for a biscuit. That's Izzy. That's not my saying. That's Izzy's Israel's 101 saying. You have to, because if you sit on your ass and think the world owes you a favor, you're going to get a hard reality check. Like myself, I'm 27, haven't even had one fight, and that's because I felt like, oh, someone else is going to get me a fight, and you have to take the bull by the horns. Sorry to take this off topic, but I'm just talking about friends and family. I feel like some people who aren't in the fighting game, they feel like, oh, your coach is going to do this. Oh, your coach should do this. Your promoter should do this.
That's what I'm trying to say, John. Well, that conversation, if you bring this back to topic now, this whole video, whole podcast, is the case of, it shouldn't be the case of, oh, your coach shouldn't. It's the case of, can you come and support me for a fight? Yes or no? Yeah. That debate shouldn't even happen at all, bro. Like, they shouldn't even know about ticket sales. They should. That's not even meant to even say about it. It's basically, can you come and watch me fight? I'd really appreciate the support. It's not the case of, oh, should your coaches do that and blah blah blah. It's like, mate, do you want to come and watch me fight? Yes or no? You know what I mean? Like, it's simple as that. If you don't want to, fine. If you do, that's lovely and that is amazing.
Yeah.
And like I said, to the point, I find is like, the people that say no, you know, they're busy, but you just question how busy. You know what I mean? It's just think to yourself, you know, if you're that person's mind, you just think to yourself, hang on, could I have really, you know, maybe I could have spent that £25. Maybe I could have spent £25 and go and watch them. But no, however, I'll be £25 short. I'm not financially well at the moment. You know, that £25 could go towards something else. You know, I could, you know, save that up for something else. But in reality, I'll probably end up going out for the weekend because I know I'm already planning going out this weekend and I'm going to want money for that. So, sorry, I'm a bit busy for this fight. You know, I can't go and see my friend fight because the following weekend I'm going out and that's my friend's birthday. Like, I really want to go to that friend's birthday. See, in that case, it might be the case of this friend is more important than you or wherever this person is theoretically. You know what I mean? But it's a case of how much do you, that's what I mean, taking that certain friend for granted. Because you might think, hang on, although I'm more friends with this person looks the world to me. You know what I mean? It could be that case. Like, you know, that person's always done that for me. He's always done that for me. All he's asking in return is, you know, just watch him fight. I can go, but it's just a lot of effort. And there's no shame in that. I'm telling you, there is no shame in that. It's just how much you want to put in, how much, you know, effort you want to put for your friends, you know? Of course. There's no shame. Honestly, we are all busy, but how much are you willing to take, you know, to sacrifice time for your loved ones? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we say that, that's 100% truth. That's your friend, exactly. You're right. You are right. And I wish the world was like that. We can't make the world like that. I mean, I think people who are higher up, like, you know, Tyson Fury says that, you know, he said himself, said money. He said he gave money to charity. He said money means that. He said all this. He appreciates his wife, his kids. He tries to spend. He loves those precious little moments. That's why I hear like Max Holloway is a bit the same. He said, like, you know, he loves his kids. He always said, before he did a podcast, he said, no, I'm not going to start this podcast until you said to every message that they told their loved one they love them. You know, he even said that. Yeah, exactly. And he brings up he brings his son into the podcast as well, Rush. He talks to his wife gets in the podcast. You know,
his son's funny.
Exactly, bro. And like that, I love that. I love that. The humbleness, the love. You know what I mean? Just naturally, that is a champion. To me, that's a champion. You know, that is a pure champion, and they understand what they've got. You know, that's it. But yeah, man.
Holloway is a true champion. I give you that. Like, obviously. Like, I mean, whenever that rematch happens, but to inspire, you know what I mean? Like, we inspire to people like that, you know? Like, by the way, you know, it's not just a case of, oh, I'm idolizing because, you know, I think his fans are like true fans. It's not the case of, like, for example, like Conor McGregor or something like that. A lot of people follow Conor McGregor. But it's funny. there's a lot of Conor McGregor fans probably don't even know what Conor McGregor went through.
Yeah, I know.
Do you
I
know?
know.
That's the funny thing. It's just like you idolize and respect this guy so much. Like, for example, again, you might say, "Oh, it's my birthday. Can you make the effort for me?" Oh no, sorry, I'm busy. But then, like,
Yeah.
the McGregor fight, which is on at 3 a.m, you actually stay up and you're not even a UFC fan, but you want to stay up and watch it because he's fighting. You're not going to watch any of the other cards. You might watch it because yes, you're up. Let's watch the other fights. Oh, it's cage fighting. It's fun. Let's see people get hurt and beaten up. Oh yeah, let's go and watch the McGregor fight now. It's like, he's so wicked, McGregor. And he's a cool guy, the way he moves and stuff. I really like the McGregor guy. He's funny. I know he talks trash, but, he makes the sport interesting. I like that guy. He's cool. I think he's really cool. He's the best. I think he is the best MMA fight ever. Like, fair enough. Like, I know, yes, that's casual fans and stuff. But, I wouldn't mind a fan that would actually be like, you know what, I know what that guy's been through. Like, whereas Holloway fans are like legit fans. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they follow him to him. They understand. Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying.
But to the point overall, like I said, this whole podcast now, like if we just do like a summary of just like obviously taking friends and family for granted, like for example, like I live with my mum, you know what I mean? Like I come back from work every single day with a roof on the top of my head,
Yeah.
Like I obviously help her pay towards the mortgage, but she pretty much pays the bulk of that, let's be honest. But like it's
That's
like
nice
I said,
of you.
it's like taking that for granted. Like, I really
you
appreciate
got a great
it.
family, bro.
I tried to appreciate it as much as I can, because I think like this topic, I just think to myself like, damn, I've got this, I've got this lovely family here, and I'm just thinking, I need to appreciate that, not
bro.
think, oh, my life's bad and stuff. I wish I haven't got this and that, and I realized, hang on a minute, I've got people like my mum, people like you in my life. You kind of just forget that. Just say it's like something in your life will just take your mind off things. Like you might say, for example, let's say like your car gets like I had that, like a flat tire or something, and it's damaged and you can't drive it forever, like the actual now, or let's say, I don't know, like I don't know, something bad happened in your life, something that you can recover from, like you break your phone or something and you just get really angry because it's really inconvenient, something you just don't need right now, and all of a sudden you think your life's rubbish now and that sort of thing. Or you might get a speeding ticket. You feel, oh my God, now I've got to pay this and now. Why is my life so rubbish when this person is living such a good life? You know what I mean? Oh, you just compare yourself to other people and stuff, and then you just realize, what? It's not even that bad for yourself. You know?
So when I say that, bro, I say that should inspire you. If we see someone else, you got to look at like little time bits and see what you can do. Like we were watching Marvelous Hagler recently because of his passing away, and I look at his training, and I can't even compare anybody to these days to his training. I don't know anybody trained as hard as he was, but I tried to like do exactly what he did, bro. I lasted 3 days training like a madman, and I burnt out.
Yeah,
I was like, no. I'm happy with my training schedule. I admit that I could never reach to that height of the level he trained, because his training just like, his training was crazy. But I get what you're saying, bro. It's about how much work you want to put in, bro. And I bet you all these people who put the work in, they have to sacrifice other areas of their life. And sometimes it's not even worth sacrificing other areas of our life because, like you said, friends and family, to be honest, there's a massive saying, I've heard this before. If you want to go fast, go alone. So if you want to get somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
I've heard that one before.
You know what I mean?
They always say keep your circle small as well. You know what I mean? Like you said, sacrifice and stuff. Like your close friends and family will understand them sacrifices, and you appreciate them. You don't take them for granted. You appreciate that they're walking the journey with you. So, you know what I mean? So it's just a case of, I think people really need to sort of realize, hang on, what they've got and what, they focus so much on what they haven't got and haven't realized what they've got already. You know what I mean? Like you can't just say, "Oh, my life's tough and stuff." I mean, everyone's going through some hardship. Some's harder than others. you know, which is very true. But
Yeah.
it's not easy for certain people, you know what I mean? So, you know, we just take things for granted. You might look at someone and be like, oh, look, they're rich. Oh, they've got everything in the world. Why are they stressing for? They might not have any friends. So, in other words, you're taking your friends for
No,
granted.
no, you're right. No one knows what goes behind closed doors.
Exactly, you know, and that might really affect them, you know, or that, you know, like their parents might be ill, you know what I mean? They might only have one parent, you know. It's just like, and you think, oh, my parents aren't the best, you know, they're not perfect and stuff like that. But in a way, you kind of think, oh, at least I've got parents, you know what I mean? Like, or you get other people that have parents that are horrible to them, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like I said, it's just a case of, you know, stepping back, appreciate what you got. Like I said, appreciate the people you're walking the earth with, you know,
Yeah.
and
You're
not focus on the things that you don't have, you know. You just think, hang on, actually, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? You might be in a bad place, but it's not as bad as you think. It's never as bad as you think it is. Sometimes you're actually in a good position, you know. But
yeah.
yeah, any final thoughts or summary to this,
I,
John?
I like finishing on what you said there. I think that's perfect. It was lovely what you just said then, bro.
That's wonderful then.
Taking on
So
my
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you very much for today, John. So obviously we air on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays we usually talk about boxing and MMA, and of course Wednesdays we talk about generic life talks, life lessons, of course
Yes.
everyday talks, just like this now. Obviously taking friends and family for granted.
I
Do
was
we? Yes or no?
But Saturday is myself. I don't know if yeah who's going to be, but on Saturday we're going to be talking about a recap of what happened to the UFC heavyweight division and also the heavyweight boxing division and where do they go next.
Wonderful, awesome, John. And I think we'll say good night from here.
Hey, good night. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate
Wonderful. Thank you very much for today, man. Well appreciated.
it. Hey, bro. Bless.
Lovely. John, have a good night. Take care, my friend, and thank you for everyone for tuning in today. Tune in next time. Take care.